Hello guys, George Tomlinson again. This is part 2 of my wristboard. Now, after you set up your units of whatever territories you want, you then can now reinforce them whatever you want. Now, here, I'm black. I'm black player. Black is my favorite color. I chose my section of the board, which I chose South America, which I ended up reinforcing these two. I ended up reinforcing these two because I was afraid that red or green might interfere. So I decided to raise my defense a little bit. They can have a total of 5 to 6 players. I have six cases of units for 6 players. Now here's the red player. The red player has focused himself on North America because it's 5 units. So he's focused himself on North America, but he's close but no cigar because he has a territory that's occupied by another enemy and another enemy. I control this. It's an added barrier. Now over here in Europe for pink, he has focused himself on Europe, but as you can see, he's not quite done because he lost some units of fighting against players, but he's close though. Green has got himself a continent. He's got himself a continent by conquering all of those territories. And he has made a temporary little barrier. 4 units here, 4 units here, and 2 units there. So he has Europe, Africa. Now for the blue player, he doesn't really have much because he's been kind of swallowed up over here and there. He doesn't really have a home, and he's looking at green, but he's kind of protective. So he really doesn't have that much territories. I mean, he has a total of 5. Over here at the yellow player, as you can see, he is completely thin. He has a couple soldiers over there to make his card game. Here, he's got himself Australia, which is me, my personal opinion, is the best to have because you're covered from everything else besides, well, that one territory. But he has a little bit of competition. He has blue and red that are it's everybody versus everybody. He has blue and red, and they're looking at yellow, and yellow is looking weak because he's lost most of his units, and red and blue are looking like they're like, hey, this guy looks weak. Let's go kill him. Anyway. Now, how to get territories and how to get units? Well, here in Risk, we have cards. These are the cards that you use to get bonus units. I'll show 3 of them. Here, there are 3 different types of cards. We have soldiers, we have cannon, and then we have a horseman. Just pretend that's a horseman. Now, if we have three cards, here's how it goes. If you have the right cards. 3 of a cannon, 3 cannons, they can turn them in. 3 soldiers, they can turn them in. 3 horsemen, that's the middle one. 3 horsemen, they can turn them in. One of each, one cannon, one soldier, one horse, they could turn them in. Two of whatever kind and the wild card. The one with the three symbols, that's a wild card. They could turn them in. But it could have, like, let's say a two pair. Let's say they could have two cannons and a soldier. You can't turn that in. It could have two cannons and two horsemen. You can't do that because it's not in the requirements. So you have to have a kind of a straight like this. So that's how you get the most of your units. It's probably about 70% of the units that you get. Yeah, about 70%. Then the other 30% comes from your territories. The other 30% comes in from your territories. So you count how many territories you have per turn. You do this every turn before you do attack. You do this every turn to get your units. Now, to get your units, you gotta count how many territories you have total. Then you divide it by 3. If you have, let's say, 11 and you divide it by 3, you get 3 units. You get 3 units every turn until you have 12 territories or 15 or whatever. You get 3 units per turn, no matter what. The more territories you have, the more units you get. Now, for continents, like I said, go watch the other video if you don't remember the continent. Here's the values. After you divide all your territories by 3, you then count your continents. So you have, let's say that you have these two, North Africa and South America, or just Africa. Africa has 3 units, and South America has 2. So you plus that, 2 plus 3, plus whatever units you get, that's your total. That's how many units you get from these. The other 2. Then you place them on any territory you own. So let's say that I get 5 units, because I don't really have that much territories. So here's the 5 units. Those are the 5 units, so I'm just going to take these and just going to place them on any territory you own. It doesn't matter which one, as long as it's yours, you're fine. Then just put my other 2 just here. Now, that's your reinforcement phase. Now into your attack phase. Now, how to attack? Well, you declare a territory that you own, then you declare a territory next to it. So I'm attacking Ural to Siberia. Now I can take these dice. The red die is the attack die, and the black die is the defense die. See, he has 1 unit. So he only uses 1 unit. It can have 2 units or more. On your guarding territory, you can use 2 dice. But you only use 2, a maximum of 2. For the attackers, they get 3 dice depending on how many guys they attack. So let's say that I attack with these guys. 1 unit is standing guard, because they can't attack with all of them. No territory whatsoever can be abandoned. So 1 unit is gone. Well, it's guarding. Then you just attack with these 2. So, since you're only attacking with 2 units, you take a die away. So you're only attacking with 2 dice. And you're attacking with, let's see that, this is gone. If you're attacking with 1 unit, you attack with 1 die. So that's how that goes. Now over here, I'm attacking Siberia, correct? So let's attack Siberia. One unit is guarding. Now I have 3 units, so I attack with these 3 dice. Then you ball them over here, not on the board, otherwise the units removed. Then you ball them, and you now the defense has a 6. You take the highest dice roll from your opponent and compare it with yours highest. Whoever has the highest wins. And just let you know, defenders wins ties. If it's a tie, the defenders wins. So I lose 1 unit. So now I take a die off because I'm only attacking 2 guys. And then you may have a choice of continuing or not. And I'm gonna continue. Looks like I have a 5 and I have a 2. And my opponent has a 3. So he loses. These 2 guys move. This guy comes in to guard my territory. So now that's how you attack. Now, into your third and final phase of your turn is fortification. Now, when it comes to fortification, which is fortify, you want to try to strengthen up your barriers. Try to strengthen up your do acquired territory. But see, he's over there, so I can't really do much. But over here, I can take like a unit here to like here, because if you're connected, if you have a troop line of your territories, they can move several units from this place to, let's say, Central America. But you can't take units from Brazil all the way up to my Siberia, because you don't have the troop line. You don't have a troop line because there's players blocking a path. They will get brutalized. Now, after your fortification, you get a card. You only get a card if you conquer a territory. You can't get a card for conquering nothing. You need to get a card. You need to get a territory in order to get a card. Here's the new card I got. Anyway, that's about it for this video. So, again, if you like the content, as always, keep watching and subscribe and keep owning.